day, good evening, whenever you find this. Happy Friday, probably. Yeah, Thursday night, it's Friday for you guys. By the time you'll see this for sure. But whenever you find these are timeless. If you are new here, welcome. Hi, I'm Jess. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. I have been showing up here less frequently since the end of October because I'm still getting caught up on just the rest of my life. The last 2 weeks of October between the tooth thing and everything else just kind of put me behind, and so I haven't been wanting. I still have a couple of readings that have very patiently been waiting. I'm down to two cards for cards readings left. I'm gonna do one right after I record this. And the other one I'm going to do tomorrow morning before work. Sorry, the candle going in the corner was throwing a big flame. Perfect. That's validation for timing on that for me. Thank you. Anyways, I want to get caught up with all of my clients that have been outstanding, so I have been focusing the energy that I have on that, but I do hope to be here more frequently, and I'm here right now. We're here together right now. Let's dig in. Oh wait, no, there's something else I wanted to say. Thank you. So many, a million. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of the wonderfully kind, thoughtful birthday messages. I was quite frankly a little overwhelmed in the very best way. I felt very, very cherished and loved and special, and yeah, thank you. Thank you for all the love, all the birthday love, all the messages, all of the birthday portrait love. Thank you so much. I've been doing self-portraits for 5 years now for my birthday, and I really liked the way these came out, but I also really appreciated everybody's very, very kind compliments. So thank you. I'm still working on accepting a compliment well. Maybe next year I'll have it nailed. Okay. Okay, focus. There are very dueling energies happening right now. We're gonna read from the Flower Child Tarot tonight. Also, shout out to Klaus and the Moon Cat nail polish that he got me for my birthday. This one's a little more chipped, but these nails have made it through 3 bar shifts, and that is like unheard of for them to be that good. So thank you, Klaus. You rock. So maybe people will hear me complain about my nails less now, but don't hold your breath. Okay, so the dueling energies. On one hand, very like my energy that I'm bringing to the table, right? Like happy, excited, feeling good. I've had a great week. I've had a great night. Like, it was busy at work and I still had a great night. So it's just feeling like very happy, very in the flow, things going very well. And that is, that's beautiful, wonderful energy to be in, right? So there's half of the collective energies that I'm channeling right now is feeling that. The other part is it's just very uncomfortable, like very fucking uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable in my skin. I feel antsy. I feel anxious. I feel like I don't know what to fucking do with myself. I feel like I'm really not, like, I don't drink. I'll have like a drink occasionally, but I'm really not a drinker. But I feel like, and I never drink whiskey. I feel like I want like shots of whiskey. I feel like I want to go for a walk. Like, I just feel that it's like I don't know what to do with all of the energy inside my vessel kind of energy. So if you're feeling like that, I'm very sorry, friend. That's a lot of feeling. And I can relate. I've absolutely been in that energy before. I feel like this first part is just to validate for you that however you're feeling is fine. So, Wheel of Fortune. So I was just curious if one of these was, but they're not. This whole idea of whichever direction of those you're feeling more like right now, if you're leaning one of those directions or the other, whether you're feeling up or down, just know that this too shall pass. This is all temporary. Our highest highs, our lowest lows. None of them stays. So 555 on the timer. So 5s are all about change. So if you're feeling stuck, just know that it's going to change. Yeah, so if things are tough, hang on, because it's going to change. And if things are great, soak it in and cherish it, because things are going to change. Nothing is staying. All right. What's our advice tonight, Spirit? Spirit, what the fuck? Let me see what to say. Well, okay. Okay, friends. Yeah. So immediately starts making more sense. Because we are in the midst of great transformation right here. In the middle of big change, and a lot of it is really, I don't want to say beyond your control, but you're not really driving the boat. Yeah. All right, we have Knight of Wands, the Hierophant, the Hanged Man, the Hermit, the Fool, we have the Shadow card, Seven of Wands. Okay, real quick, before we get into, real quick, not likely. If you're new here, welcome. They're really quick, but we'll go on anyway. Okay, before we get into the specifics of these cards, let's just talk about, we have 6 cards here. If you're new to tarot or you've never heard this part before, there are 78 cards in a tarot deck. They vary for theme. You'll see I have quite a few, but generally they're the same 78 cards. They more or less have the same traditional meanings, associations, that kind of thing. Of those cards, there are 2 sections. There's the minor arcana and the major arcana. The major arcana are the first 22 cards. These cards represent, they're collectively called the Fool's Journey, but these represent kind of the big picture themes in our lives. These are spiritual lessons that we're here to learn, things that would be considered, you know, our destiny, things of that matter. Big picture things. The minor arcana is made up of 4 different suits, kind of like playing cards, and collectively represent our day-to-day life. The things that we do have some control over, things that we have more control over anyway, or more agency on. And each of those suits represents a different area of our lives. When we are doing a reading, if the majority of the cards were to come from the minor arcana, this would indicate a time when you really have a lot of agency over what's happening in the situation that you're asking about, or in this time in your life. You can really affect the outcome depending on the actions you take or don't take. It can really change things up for you. If most of the cards are from the major arcana, then instead this indicates a time when there are big changes happening for you on a spiritual level, or kind of when the universe is in charge, and instead of taking a lot of action, you're really meant to go with the flow, to work best with the energies as they're being presented to you, and to kind of go inward and to figure out how to use these energies to integrate and heal and those kinds of things. So 5 out of 6 of these 5 out of 6 of these are majors. So the universe is driving the boat right now. My favorite analogy for explaining this is if you can imagine life as a river. When the current is going really fast, you don't really want to paddle. You want to figure out how to steer your boat, how you can work with the current, how you can use the energy. You don't want to fight it, right? That's what's going on right now. The universe is driving the boat. If it were the opposite, you could think of the river as being very, very calm, so almost no current. So then you really need to take some action, put in some effort to figure out where you're going. So the universe is driving your life right now, and you are just, you're in this big transition phase, like right here, right here in the middle. Right here in the middle, you have the Hanged Man and the Hermit. Both cards about being solitary, both cards about going inward, both cards about patience and timing, transformation, things happening. It's just, it helps. It definitely is helping me to understand a little bit more why I feel so uncomfortable, is because I feel like I can't do anything. I feel like I can't take any action. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. I can't say anything. I don't know why. I mean, the circumstances are going to be different for each of you, but there's some kind of circumstance that is having you feel that, like, you feel stuck, right? You feel stuck in this moment, stuck in this place, and I heard just itching to get out. Just itching to get out. But you're not ready. Whatever it is that's going on for you, it's not time to move forward yet. You're in this Hanged Man time, this hermit time, because you're meant to go inward. You're meant to be examining what's really working for you right now, what's not, how much of that is coming from deep within inside you, and what those, no, that's not the word. Like, what are the beginnings of whatever those feelings are, whatever those things that you're dealing with? Like, where can you trace that back to figure out what's going on? That was a terrible analogy, Spirit. You could do better. I didn't like that at all. Right now, specifically, you're being, you're just kind of being, like, held up. Whether that is physically, like, maybe like, actually physically, you can't go anywhere right now. Maybe you're actually recovering from something, or maybe you can't, I don't know, maybe it's metaphorical. Maybe you're stuck in a metaphorical way, but there feels something feels very physical about this. I feel very like I literally can't go anywhere. It's driving me crazy. I'm not laughing at you. Sorry. It's just like I have been in that situation, so I am remembering my own situation that made me feel this way, and how frustrating it is in the moment to feel like you're stuck and you're not going anywhere, and the whole time you actually aren't seeing the change that's happening. Your being stuck in a physical sense is the catalyst for the internal change that you really need. And that's what this hermit energy is all about. The hermit is about going inward. It is about connecting. Yeah, it's like connecting with whatever the spiritual journey is for you. If that's getting a closer connection to spirit, if it's reading more, whatever it is, like you're being called on to deepen your own spiritual practice and your connection to that part of you. Yeah, you're being asked, like, what are you leaving behind and what are you committing to? Like, what are you running away from or what are you leaving behind? It doesn't have to be a bad thing to leave things behind you, but it's like, what are you leaving and what are you committing? Turn around so you can see it. What are you committing to? The Hierophant. What are you committing to bringing forward with you, and what are you committing to growing on from? You have this brand new beginning right here, the Fool. Like, this new beginning is coming. This new chapter. This chapter, it's gonna be great. Like la 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 la, stepping off the cliff into his brand new life. So excited. Then Seven of Wands is about overcoming obstacles, right? It's about overcoming the things that have been challenging for us. It's just not time yet. It's just not time for you to actually get to that part. Yeah. Next card, Four of Swords. It is time for rest and recovery. Rest and recovery. That's so interesting. Because this Hangman, what I say, I like you might physically not be able to go anywhere. Or you might be tired. You're supposed to be recovering. And yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Rest. Rest and recovery is what the Four of Swords is about. New beginnings are right behind it. Yeah, literally. Ace of Wands, new beginnings are right around the corner. You need to not just get your strength up. I guess somebody really is physically recovering, but it's also mental fortitude. What else? You're being called on to work on this. Yeah, work on this new perspective. A new perspective, a new approach to your situation, or where it is that you're going, or where it is that you want to go. And that aha moment might not have happened yet. It might not be quite ready to happen yet, and that's why you're in this Hanged Man energy, because the insight will occur to you once you are doing this sort of deep dive introspection, which is it can only come during the rest, because when you're busy doing shit, you turn your brain off. And not just your brain, but the part that's trying to connect to that deeper emotional part of you that's trying to help you like integrate these lessons from this time in your life and level up into something new. Like, that's not going to happen while you're out there la 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 la. No, you're being forced to confront whatever this is, because you want to move on to the next part of your life, and the universe wants to help you to move on to the next part of your life also. And it's right here, the Fool, Ace of Wands, this new start. You also have Page of Cups here and the Nine of Cups. So there is a lot of love being offered to you right now. And Page of Cups specifically talks about friendships. So yeah, I think like leaning into your friendships right now. Lean into those that are pouring love into you. Like there's nine of cups is wish fulfillment. This is all of the stuff that you want happening. Yeah, this new perspective, this new perspective, it's like loading for you. And Four of Cups, you'll have to be mindful of what you're choosing. Make sure you're not choosing the same old thing. If you want new things in your life, which you clearly do, like you're putting all this energy and effort and work energetically, if not so physically. And if not physically yet, then that part will catch up. But energetically, you've got this new beginning coming that you're putting a lot of effort into and you're really excited about. And it's the most, it seems like the most authentic version of you to date. As you are also like discovering this new version of you, you're also sharing that with the world at the same time. And that's really beautiful. That's going to bring a lot of love and fulfillment and joy your way. This new chapter is going to be really exciting. Okay. All right. All right, we'll do one. So I was taking the time. Sorry, I feel like they started to get a little rambly there at the end. I just wanted to like pull it back before it got too far off course. Okay, this is a newer deck. I haven't had a chance to share it with you guys yet, but I feel like I do want to pull one of these oracle cards for you. This is the Healing Waters Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Very mermaid vibes. Oh, I just noticed matches my hair. I love that. All right, Spirit, let's have a message to tie it all together neatly, please. What do we need to hear to help this message? That's too many. Sorry, very dirty. I don't think at all to do this before I start to record, so talking about authentic, you guys absolutely get the most authentic version of me. And for all of you that know me in real life, you know that to be true. Okay, bear with me. I don't know how this is organized yet. Perfect, yay. All right, perfect, okay. We got, the card is Deep Sea Diving. It says, Way of the Mystic, learn through experiencing and depths. Okay. The mystic wants to have a direct experience with the sacred. The sacred is everywhere and within everything, so every moment is an invitation to deepen the connection within. The mystic learns through merging with life, through experiencing things firsthand, through learning about what's known and then diving deep into what's unknown for the chance of a direct, intimate experience. Mystics are the sacred explorers of this world, both inner and outer, open-hearted and open-minded. They're willing to journey into the uncharted waters in order to truly live. If you receive this card, it's likely that you're being called to learn through direct experience, to dive in and explore things for yourself. Like the Sumerian goddess Ayana journeying to the underworld to, journeying to the underworld to return completely transformed. The way of the mystic is not for the faint-hearted, but it's a way to truly live. Most learn through reading books and following processes. The way of the mystic is much deeper, more experiential and feminine. It requires faith and courage. It demands that you disregard external maps and be led from within. And while every step of the journey may not be clearly marked, the way ahead always emerges, and the transformation cannot be replicated. Perhaps you're in an uncharted place in your life, or being called to embrace uncertainty. You're being called to the depths, and you'll return transformed. And there's an affirmation. It says, I trust my path and choose to see the sacred everywhere and within all things. I follow the intelligence that's within me. All right. Well, I definitely feel that goes. I feel like that is absolutely this same hermit energy. And I love how it also talked about these new beginnings loading for you, for all of us. Yeah, I love that. No, that's it. Okay. I always have like a last little check-in, like anything else you want me to share? And you're like, no, that's it. All right, great. I will hope to be back soon, and I will be at the market on Saturday. There's, I don't know, maybe 6 markets left, and yeah, that's plenty long for now. Other announcements will have to wait for tomorrow or another day. I will see you guys when I see you.